Hey everyone, let's do another unboxing. So I got this box earlier today while I was out. It was just on my front door, and I'm very excited about it. I probably already put the figure in the title, so there's no point in keeping it a mystery. This should be the SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home, which of course is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You can see the protective wrapping right there. Let's rescue the package. We'll set the box aside. I didn't really set up the camera well for that box, but it's alright. That's just the first part. Here's the box that's actually interesting. And I guess if you order from Big Bad Toy Store, you get a sticker, so great. Not sponsored. I had to buy this with my own money. But yeah, here is the new Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Bandai Namco Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think it's interesting that that's the label they ended up giving Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Of course, the original Spider-Man movies didn't really have an adjective, and the in the first movie he's actually called a couple adjectives, but I guess he does introduce himself as a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to Mary Jane. So yeah, I guess it's appropriate. But yeah, just cut off the tape there. But I wanted to look at the packaging a little bit first. I do really like the picture here. And then you have the promo art there. And then I guess for the American release, they have this sticker here with the translations of everything. Yeah, I think it's interesting. They don't have the accessories pictured here. There's no Tobey Maguire head pictured anywhere, and I wonder if that's kind of a precaution thing where they were unsure if they were going to be able to include it. As of course, the Andrew Garfield figure doesn't have the Andrew Garfield unmasked head anymore. But anyways, enough talking. Let's take that out. And looking at it through my camera, but also looking at it in person, it is kind of surreal getting a new Sam Raimi Spider-Man after all this time. There's the two heads. So yeah, let's just crack this thing open. I'm actually not sure there's any tape. I don't think there is. So there we go. So now, here he is. Let's grab the figure. We can take a look at the accessories another time. Alright, so I have on standby some silicone shock oil. And this is just in case there's any tight joints, because I heard some stories about that with this figure. Looks like we're good on the arms. That was the... No, maybe not. Feeling a little bit of resistance there. I might hit that with some silicone shock oil just in case, but it's not moving. And then this arm seems fine. Okay, cool. And then we have the plastic here. I think we can just, yeah, there we go, perfect. Yeah, so here is our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, aka Tobey Maguire. I think first impressions, I'm really liking how he looks. The colors stand out really nicely. It's a nice kind of rich red color, slightly on the darker side, but I think it works. And then the blue is a really nice shade of blue, just the right shade of kind of the navy blue. And they've done a really nice job with the shading. I'm not sure, yeah, you should be able to see it there. There's some nice kind of subtle grayish, blackish kind of shading over the blue. It's a little bit strange actually. On the top of the thigh swivel there, they've applied it, which that might be a little bit weird actually, but I do like it around the knees. And I'm glad they at least attempted it, you know, the back there. To kind of bring it to life more and not just leave everything a flat color. And there's a nice matte finish over the whole thing. And I'm really liking the web lines there. And I really like how the front logo looks. That looks very crisp. So yeah, and there's the back logo, which looks awesome. I do want to see how the articulation works for the first time here. Hopefully it doesn't break on camera in this unboxing. That would suck. But yeah. The head feels a little bit limited, but I feel like I need to mess around with it a little bit more. Not sure which way is the front of the neck either. It might be this. This seems right. Yeah, there's his Adam's apple. There we go. The head sculpt looks pretty good. And you have the shoulder. And the SH Figuarts style butterfly joint. So that pivots in and out a little bit. Yeah. Alright. Wrists. It's all good. Torso. Double ball peg. So that, you know, for the meme, there's his back breaking. And forward. Not bad. Yeah, alright. And he has that SH Figuarts hinge type thing for the lower torso, which is definitely a choice on their part. You get good forward. I will say the hips look real weird, like the joint setup. I don't know about that. That looks kind of funny. I know he's kind of an older Spider-Man now, but I don't know about that kind of shape there. But it does grant good forward and of course back, so that's good. And then how does it go this way? This is okay. That's giving me a little bit of resistance there. I don't know what that's about, but over here works good. Kind of have to look at what's going on with this joint. It seems to stop here for some reason. I don't want to force it, but yeah, that's kind of strange. But here it seems better. Maybe that's just the limit of that leg, I guess. Huh. Alright, thigh swivel works good. Double knees. Effective. It's a pretty good looking knee joint as well. And then we have the ankles, which, oh, those look... I don't know why I didn't notice this before. I did watch videos of this before, but I guess I didn't pay attention too closely. I don't know what they were doing with the ankles there. There's some slight sculpt work there with the texture, so I guess this is supposed to be kind of filling in the gap there with the ball hinge, but that just looks weird to me. I don't think that solves any problem. That looks kind of strange. Like, it fills the gap, so I guess that works fine, but I think they could have just used a bigger ball hinge that wouldn't leave any gap. And I think that would have worked the same. But, I mean, the ankles work, so that's fine. This one does have toe hinges. So yeah, the articulation seems to work nicely. I'm going to try to apply some oil to this shoulder because it's giving me slight resistance as I turn it and I don't want to snap it. It seems real thin as well, but the other shoulder seems to work fine. This one can rotate all the way. And the head is a little bit tight as well, but that should be alright. So yeah, I'm really liking how this looks. And it seems to work really nicely as well. Before I want to end the video here, I do want to take a look at the head sculpts. So here is Tobey Maguire. How are we feeling about this? I think it does look like him. In person, I think it looks great. In some angles, it might look maybe not quite him, but yeah, that's our older Tobey Maguire. And I don't know if you can see it in the lighting, but he does have sort of a 5 o'clock shadow. That's pretty subtle. I kind of wish maybe that was a little bit more prominent. Because at least in this lighting, it doesn't really stand out and kind of just looks a little bit dirty. But I actually really like how this looks. Let's try seeing it on the body. Alright, so that pops off nicely. And there's kind of a look at the workings of the inside of the figure as well. So, I don't know if you can see it, but the shoulders attached to a ball peg at the front there, which is why they pivot in and out like that. And hey, look at that. You can see through the figure a little bit. Huh. But anyways, there's Tobey's neck. And I think this looks great. Yeah, there we go. Old man Spider-Man. He's not that old, but older Tobey Spider-Man. Peter 2. I think it's a real shame that the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man won't come with an unmasked head anymore, because I think this actually turned out quite nice. Actually really liking how this looks. Let's see if we can try the other head as well. So here is the alternate head. Smiling heads I feel like are pretty tricky for whatever reason, but this one's not too bad. Looking at it in camera but also in person, I think it's pretty good, and I really appreciate that it's included. Holy cow, that's tight. That's what she said. Oh, that's tight. Okay, I might not actually try it after all. That's really tight. Okay, I got it on there, but it is a little bit tight. So I'll be careful with that. But I think that actually looks alright. You know, it looks like Tobey Maguire smiling, I would say. But I might have to agree that the stern expression is the better likeness, better head sculpt. But like I was saying, I really appreciate that they included this. I think it's great that he comes with the two options. So you get you get more display possibilities. And I find that's something with Peter Parker heads as well, is that, you're often limited. I think the Mafex comic Spider-Man had just a stern expression, and pretty much all the Hasbro Peter Parker likenesses, at least the comic versions, are always smiling. But, it's nice to have both. So if you want kind of more kind of dramatic poses, you can have your stoic Peter Parker, Spider-Man no more kind of thing. But if he's just happy-go-lucky kind of in the moment, you get this head sculpt. And actually, I do like it. And I can see a lot of people having fun with this particular head sculpt for photography and stuff. Yeah, that's not a bad head sculpt. So yeah, pretty cool figure. I think this unboxing ended up being a little bit longer than I would like, but it's fine. I captured pretty much my, first impressions of this figure, and it's a pretty nice figure. I don't know if I'll do like a full review on it. There's already a lot of those out there. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in seeing. But yeah, I do really like this figure. I'm glad I bought it, and it's really awesome getting an SH Figuarts Raimi Spider-Man. That's really cool. Anyways, that's the video. Thanks for watching.